Oh, it's raining really hard. Where I am.
I'm your brother in Christ, and we were talking beforehand, and obviously it is raining at a few of our locations.
So, in Oklahoma.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We have a whole bunch of people joining us today. Let's go ahead and start with my old intro, since I'm still working on the new intro, and I have not yet got it finished, which, yes, I feel bad about, but I did pay for this one after all, so let's go ahead and get started. And we are back. Okay, so this is a Hangout and Spotlight. So we'll be pulling up some of the other ministries that we're working with in the Apologetic Empire Discord server, primarily those who join us. And we'll be talking about any topic that goes through.
Like rain.
I like rain, obviously, because that's how we start.
Yeah, you can tell how professional Miguel is and how many live streams he's done.
Yep. 2. I can count on my hand.
He's like, because most people's like, hey, we're gonna go live. So like,
there we go.
Gosh, okay. It's really pouring out down here.
And that's how we start off these live streams. Okay, so let's start off with sharing my desktop screen. We have the first one who has joined us, which is, let's pull ourselves back up. Okay, Gen Z. Okay. Wow, Jen, you have grown.
Yeah.
Last time. Wasn't it like 81 last time?
Yeah, I was at like 80, 84 last time. Then I did a stream with Mr. Phil Fox. I didn't even get to my presentation. I still got a lot of new subscribers.
Nice. I noticed you guys split it up in 1 and 2. So that's really cool. I'm looking forward to being there for that one as well. So, and of course, I have to put my shameless plug in, of course, myself. There we go. Still said like an upcoming live stream, which I'm hoping we are live.
Yeah, you're live. But speaking of which, if you went back to my channel, you'd see that you're on my. I finally got my featured channels. I finally worked out how to do.
Look at that, all fancy.
Yeah.
They're all successful, and I think I've got you right here. It was going to be really embarrassing if I didn't have you on there.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Like what happened with Mr. Phil Fox.
Part 2 is happening soon. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the 30th.
And hey, welcome. It's good to see you here. It's fantastic. Okay. So we've got all the different things, and I got sidelined last time we were talking about this because they pulled up some political thing that I had no clue about. So I made sure to study beforehand to make sure I was at least a little bit more aware of what was going on politically. Hopefully I got the right ones. If not, say la vie.
Yeah, as somebody who follows politics, what are you talking about? Because that's vague.
It changes every day. Well, normally it's at least at this point, it's either riots, COVID-19, or
WAP.
Got shot.
Or WAP.
Or WAP. WAP. How God, I watched that. Don't watch it.
Don't watch that.
Don't watch it.
Are you really going to bring up your stupid technophobia again?
I want to plug something. Don't watch Cardi B's new song. Miss Titus 2 has a video on it. Watch that. Not that.
Oh.
Vocab gave a shout out. And I said to him, yeah, thanks, Vo. Where were you 12 hours ago?
Oh my gosh, that was painful as can be. Oh man. Yeah, I watched that with my wife and we made about 5 minutes into it. And I'm like, no. We're closing that thing.
Also,
you're talking.
Okay, don't look up.
Yeah, smart
means either. Okay.
It means wireless access point, according to Google. Unfortunately for Hayden.
Ginja, welcome. Is there a time that you won't be driving? Because you should be streaming and driving. It's a bad idea.
Well, it's like voice chat. I mean, it's all right. heading to work, so.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, well, meanwhile you're on here, we might as well spotlight yours channel as well. You just got started.
Mr. Phil Fox is in the chat.
Ah, yes. Hey, welcome. We were just talking about your video with Gen Z. It was fantastic, by the way. But let's go ahead and do a little spotlight here. So you've got your first video there. Let me get rid of Mr. Phil Fox's comment so we can see your face there. So we've got you there. You've got 17 subscribers. So let's see if we can boost that up, give you some support right out of the gate. You just started, right?
Yeah.
Yes, just started working on my second video now.
So what is this first video about? Can you give me a
It's just
brief
an
summary?
introduction as to the purpose of the channel.
Fantastic. Okay, so I see 74 views already, which is nice.
How many? Dang.
74. That's nothing to spit at. Oof.
Dang, that's impressive.
There.
Mine was 10. Actually, mine was with a week ago, or what the first week of me putting out my first video was 10. But yeah, if I can get to 94, if I can get to almost 100 before but with only doing this since for what 5 months, I'm sure we can get Islamic Diamond up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's 74 right out of the gate like that. That's fantastic.
Gosh, how many just shared that a lot?
You see that 100 likes, 10 likes on that thing? Nice.
Yeah.
I got vidIQ up on mine, which really helps out just examining videos.
What is that exactly?
vidIQ up here tells me I'm showing all my stats online. Oh no! Oh, my secret stats. Actually, all the patheticness. So we've got it shows the hours, views in the last 60 minutes, which it takes a long time to update since of course we're live. So it gives it just the whole breakdown. And I can check off which ones I want up there in the corner. Also, the number of subs within.
For that, I just do the YouTube. What's it called again? Studio app.
Studio app. There's a lot that you can get with that. I think there is a vidIQ one for phones. It also helps with tags, as well as description, names. It gives you a lot of breakdown. Lets you examine videos compared to each other.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea if I'm doing tags right. I think I am, but we'll never know.
At one point, I was doing tags right, and then not so much. Not so much at all. I wasn't doing. They changed their algorithm or something, and it made everything go funky on me. So go back. Okay, so Ginja. See, I'm muted there. We'll unmute for a second. Seems you're a little on the jerky side. Unable to mute guests because okay. Well, I can't unmute someone that chooses to mute themselves. Note to self. I didn't know you can't do that on here. So thank you so much for joining us. I know you're driving, so it looks like it might be a little jerky there as far as the video quality goes. We'll continue our discussion, and if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome. So let's see. So yes, we've got Mr. Phil Fox, and of course we have his video coming up. Oh, he just dropped out. We have his video coming up here pretty soon. But let's see.
Oh, really? What's it on?
Well, your video with him.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah,
I'm referring to us as in the general whole thing.
Okay.
Whole hangout.
Yeah. I'm decided. I'm gonna do something after the stream. Then I'll put out my new video because I have been being yelled at for it.
I got a couple of videos to put out. I got one on hope in a hopeless world. I need to redo my stream that I did with Mr. Foxy, which is not Mr. Phil Fox. They're completely different. They're two different ministries. But I did one for his, and I want to redo that one with a bit more animations and make it look nicer, but it's on the to-do list. Which is always a to-do list. A huge one, actually. It gets scary. It is the thing of my nightmare sometimes. So okay. Other than our WAP.
That really is for Ginger's not coming back.
Okay. Well, I wish him the best. We highlighted him. Let's see if we can get some subscribers, some support towards him. Definitely looks promising. I mean, 1 week in and you got that much on your first video. Doing pretty decent for an apologetic.
Yeah, that is. Which is basically that was the whole design for this, was because for people like me, I got to where I'm at basically by myself. But if we get to help new people who are going to put out good stuff, then they don't have to do this for years and years and years in order to do well in this area.
Yeah, in order to get any sort of traction. Okay. Mr. Phil Vox had a statement there. Yep, he's coming back for
Many times now.
30th. Wow. 30th show?
No, on August
on
30th.
The 30th. I was like, I thought he had a lot more shows than that. I was questioning my math for a moment there. Okay, on the 30th. Yep. Coming up. And you know what? Let me go ahead and so even though he's not up here with us, it is worthwhile doing. Pull up his and give him a shout out while we're at it. There we go. Okay. Pull him up. There we go. Look at that. So he's got one coming up. Nope, that's a week ago. Huh. He doesn't have it scheduled yet. There we go. See, I watched the entire thing. I'm a good person.
Sorry.
Although I haven't watched as many. Because we end up streaming about the same time. I tried to move mine about an hour back, so gives me time to get there. Okay, what we got?
I have no idea what we have.
You got questions till the end. Yeah, you guys really did.
Yeah, that's probably the wise move, because I was about to say, like, so what you gonna have? I was about to put it on the screen share, and I think it was either my friend Fred Sanford who innocently tried to get the ball rolling, and then Roxby asked a question, and then it was this endless snowball, and then by the time Phil stopped it, he was like, I think it's time to cut off.
That's why I normally keep, whenever I'm doing my normal live streams, I try to keep it to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have popcorn like that. We don't just get bogged down with questions. We can get through the subject, and then we can take all the questions.
Yeah. I was gonna give slides on the preservation of the Quran, and end up being asked questions about what do Ahmadiyas believe, and are they in the same category as Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons are to Christians?
Rabbit trails.
I had to do this live, but do you mind if I put my laptop on my chest over here or something? Because it's on my lap currently. And it's really comfortable for some reason.
Okay, go ahead. Give it a shot. We'll see.
All right.
Oh, man. Rock's
better?
Yeah, I know we can, but I see you're trying to put all the blame on him after you were the one who asked questions, so he innocently thought it'd be good to bring him up. But no, I mean, it was fine. It was fun. If that's what we were supposed to do, then But I don't mind, because I still get to do the presentation on the 30th, and there's a chance, because we're doing a part 2, we were thinking to split it up and maybe do like a part 3 because I also have atheism slides, so he was thinking maybe do a part 3 on atheism and have part 2 be on Islam.
My, a 3-parter. Wow, okay. No, I didn't get a 3-parter. Yes, we do. I agree with that 1,000%. We definitely need to keep Gen Z on his toes. He needs to think quick.
Well, Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I
mean, if anybody-
I am very happy it wasn't Nate asking the questions.
Yeah,
'Cause-
don't take Nate's questions. That was a bad idea.
Oh yeah, that's probably where
Very
everything
poor
went wrong.
puns. So
That's probably where everything went wrong. But yeah, because when I'm in a live chat, Nate's like, I don't care. Hayden, do your own thing. But when I'm live, it seems like his sole goal is to try and go off topic and ask me really weird questions. Like when we were live one time, he asked me if I had a child that was dependent on me because we were talking about what do you meme, and because you and Elohim, you guys have a child. He was like, well, they have an excuse for not watching. What do you mean? What's your excuse? Do you have a child, Hayden? What is it? What is it? What is it?
I remember that. Oh man. Yeah, never nice on that one. I don't know. No, little boy and my wonderful wife are gone today. They're actually at the park.
Mhm.
So she's got a group of friends from church, and they all have little kids, and they all go together and have fun, which is something little boy needs because we live in the middle of nowhere.
Same.
Not me.
Probably why my video quality is
Ironically,
so lacking.
Ironically, I'm actually in the city, in Oklahoma, and whenever people think of Oklahoma, it's usually like farmland or something. From my experience.
You going to share with us over there, Gen Z, or just laugh quietly to yourself?
Yeah, I'm laughing at that. Which, okay, that makes me feel better.
That would make me feel better too, even though I barely know vocab.
Also, yeah, I've talked to him a few times. No, Miguel does not have a channel.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
sorry.
yet.
He's still in the learning and studying and getting into this. As soon as
Yeah, he's new. He's a young buck.
Yeah,
he
I
gets
will.
up and running.
And hopefully I come up with, never mind. What are we actually discussing today?
Anything and
hangout.
everything. It's a hangout.
So,
everything.
I watched the news today.
Oh, don't do that. That's a bad idea.
I'm just kidding.
I'd rather be run over by a semi.
Yeah, same.
Again.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
Well, I like politics, but talking about them in public, no.
I'll talk politics. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hate me or you like me. What was our first live stream? Was it LGBTQ AAIP? And
thanks for that, by the way. Thanks for that, by the way.
I got rid of all those pictures, though.
Hey, you never done a live stream before. You want to do it? Sure. Let's have it be on LGBT. Why not?
It was their Pride Month, so we were talking about because it was topical.
Yeah,
not my fault. And now I got all Hitler pictures.
Yeah, you have weird baby Hitler pictures. What is Rox BS? What's your favorite objection to address?
My favorite objection to address. Oh my gosh. I don't like actually addressing them because they're all stupid.
Yeah, I guess
I don't like stupid people.
Yeah, I guess
if it makes my head hurt because I'm like, oh, the answer is so terribly obvious. Do you even have to ask me that?
Well, I guess it depends either for Muslims or for atheists. For Muslims, I guess honestly, I think the best objection they have is how can God die? I think that is the best one they have, or at least one of them.
I've heard of that one.
For real?
Yeah, go over it.
I've got that one before.
I was about to say that's like their biggest one, but yeah, like how can God die is probably I think is one of their best ones, and for one that was the one that kind of made me really think, but turns out it didn't take that long to get that question answered, and for atheists, probably the problem of evil. It was the biggest one for me. But turns out, if atheism is true, then there is no objective evil because there is no objective evil. So there's nothing really to complain about. That's just how things are.
Now the objective morality argument. That's one's always so much fun. How can you tell anything's true?
I was actually talking to my stepdad about that argument the other day, and he was like, "Oh, just don't be a butthead," and he just kept saying that, and I just couldn't hammer it in.
Well, the question is, what defines being a butthead?
Right.
Use the free theology.
He wouldn't answer.
That's basically what it ends up doing. You just ask questions in order for them to be able to define it. And as they try to define it, they realize that their whole thing falls apart.
Yeah.
So I greatly enjoy doing that. I had someone that was talking about absolute morality versus cultural morality. He is a leftist, and I got him to agree that Hitler was good. And it was the end of it.
Hey, I mean,
who defines the culture?
Well, I mean,
if it's logic down to.
I mean, obviously his worldview should not be followed solely based on that conclusion, but at least he's logically consistent on it.
I do give him that.
Yeah, at least he's logically consistent, although wrong because he said Hitler's good. But
it's got my Hitler video. I got a couple ones definitely on mine. It's about me being a Jewish supremacist.
Wait,
did somebody call you that?
So
yeah.
So saying Hitler's bad is Jewish supremacy.
Yes, I guess so. I don't know. What did I say in the video? Because it's all about Hitler and Christianity. I did say that murdering Jews on mass number for no apparent reason was a bad thing. But I think everyone can agree on that has a conscience. So that's about it.
But since you and I both deal with Islam, I wanted to know what do you think about this objection? Is one I've heard a lot recently. I don't think it's commonplace, if not yet. But I've met quite a few Muslims who are making the case that it was that Jesus didn't die on the cross. It was actually Barabbas who was crucified, not Jesus.
The substitution.
Yeah, which I find it odd because most of them will say it was Judas, but now some of them are going to Barabbas.
Barabbas instead. So what? The Jewish authorities switched up them in prison?
Yeah, because the NIV, where it talks about Jesus' trial, it says we have Jesus Barabbas, and we have Jesus who is called the Christ. And he says because they share the same first name, they crucified they crucified Barabbas and not Jesus, who claimed to be the Messiah.
They were very clear on it. I'm pretty sure his disciples would have known the difference. I'm pretty sure if they spent years with someone personally, ate every meal with them, they would notice, oh, that guy up there on the cross don't look right. I mean, there's no question that he died. And some of the Romans were very good at two things: building roads and killing people. They were very efficient at it. And I do a whole breakdown where I take actual medical terminology, do actual breakdowns of it. It's very, very graphic how I do it. I actually break it down. There's no question that he did die. Okay, so I do have someone on here. Oh, yay! That is actually one of my old Boy Scouts when I used to be a Boy Scout master. So he's jumped on there. He found me again. He keeps finding me.
Okay.
Fantastic. It's good to see you. Yes, we are doing good. Just anything and everything right now. This is just a hangout. We're going to spotlight a few ministries. We're going to focus the light on a few people. In fact, I will go ahead and, because we've got a few more people joining us, and Gen Z still with us, go ahead and spotlight your ministry again. Look at that, Gen Z. Let's refresh the page here. We're at 94. I don't think you were at 94 last we looked, actually.
No, we weren't. Actually, yeah, we were. We were at 94.
Oh, yeah, because it was
when we looked before the stream, but or during our last stream, I didn't. I got a lot of new subscribers after my stream with Mr. Phil Fox. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. It is greatly appreciated, and I will have that video coming out tonight. I promise.
Woo!
Oh, you heard it here. Now you got to hold his feet to the fire. So if he doesn't release that video, I will unsubscribe and then immediately resubscribe because I'm not actually that mean.
Let's say like, oh, I got to do that now.
You're going to lose subscribers now because you promised it on here. So, and of course, then again, there's me again.
Word, man.
My cute boys. Well, cute boy. And what lovely, lovely wife. And then there's me as a kid on the bench with my sister. That's many, too many years ago. So going back to it. So that's what we're doing. We're just talking about everything and anything, politics, religion, everything, and having a good time with it.
I actually have something.
Sure. Hit it.
So I talked with Hayden about this the other night.
Oh, you did? Oh, crap.
With space, like it was basically like you said it was because he is the standard of good, but basically the objection is to like whether the objection goes like, does God adhere to a prior yeah, he remembers it. A prior moral gosh, what's the word?
It's basically where does God get his morality from? Does he get it from an outside source? It's basically I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm sure you do, your brother in Christ. It's basically is something it kind of feels like is something good because God says it is, or does God say it, or does God decree it because it's good? It kind of feels like that argument.
So
that one, yeah.
Embodiment of good. Predate God, basically, is the question. Was the embodiment of good something separate from God and predated him? The answer is no, because it is part of his character. He cannot be bad because he literally defines what is good by his very nature. So you can't it's impossible to separate those two. And it's possible to separate God from good, according to Christian theology.
That's what I said. I said, well, no, there is nothing. It's not outside of it because God is the standard for good. It's like when you hear a recording of a song, you can tell the better it is by the closer it matches to a performer singing it to you live. As how you can tell something better, like how more good it gets by how closer it reflects God's nature. That's kind of something that William Lane Craig will say, and I think it makes sense because God is the standard of good. That's like saying it kind of feels like, what is the standard? No, I'm not going. I don't know where I'm going with this. Ignore that last part. Ignore that last bit.
So I see we have a question here, and I want to focus on this just because I think it'll help you out. The question was, is the video going to be a premiere?
Yeah. No, because I don't know how to do that, and I still have to edit it. So no, I do not know. I don't even know how to make premieres.
As long as they have not put it behind some sort of subscriber count, which they've been doing more and more with their different functions under YouTube. They have to reach a certain subscriber count before they will even allow you to do certain things. Whenever you upload the video, you'll have private, public, unlisted. You want to do public, and then there's the premiere checkbox. They want to hit the checkbox, and it says, when do you want to premiere it? That's the premiere thing. So it's kind of like a faux live stream. You're able to, it's a pre-recorded video, but you're able to be there in the live stream and talk to people in a live chat.
Yeah. You're probably going to have to walk me through that at a different time.
Yeah, I'll put you through that.
Well, you do bad, but God didn't make you do that. The devil makes you do it.
You don't do bad. You do bad. You can choose bad, good, or bad. You can choose to pursue either one. God doesn't make you do bad. That's true. I definitely don't subscribe to the Calvinist belief in that regard. But the devil doesn't make you do it either. He does give you the opportunity. He might tempt you to do it, but he cannot force you to do it. His power was crushed. You can see that at the cross.
I would say the person who is responsible for you sinning is you. There's kind of no, I don't believe that there's an exterior force that like forces your hand in sinning. Like Adam and Eve, Satan didn't like force them to eat the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. They were tempted to do it, but ultimately they chose to do it themselves.
I guess we can look at this. In my last live stream, I did a breakdown of Hitler, if Hitler was Christian, and I went through some of Hitler's past. There are a lot of misfortunes that happened to him, a lot of things that crafted him. Now, his decisions were still his decisions. Nothing that happened to him justified what he did. He chose to do those things. We have free will. We can freely choose what to do. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. Fantastic.
That applies to a lot of things. You have bad things happen to you. You have something wrong with you, but you can still choose to do what's right. That happened with David Wood, with his psychopathy or sociopathy or whatever it is.
He's a psychopath.
Right. Big
difference between the two.
I know. I still get them mixed up, and I hate it.
They have a lot of similar traits.
Right.
But go ahead.
That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you can choose. And your situations do not define you. Just like the sins that you are in or maybe pursuing at a certain point in your life do not define who you are. You are so much more. You are not limited by the sins that you are dealing with or the temptations that you deal with. And there's huge differences. I want to be very clear on this because there has been some misunderstanding with a few people on YouTube. When I'm saying a sin, that is an action. You're committing a sin. You're choosing to pursue an action. If you're talking about temptation, we all have sinful temptations. There's nothing wrong with sinful temptations. We need to recognize that they're wrong, turn away from them. But that doesn't mean that we have sinned until we decide to act upon it. So I just know there was miscommunication whenever we did our one on homosexuality. There's at least one person on there that thought, oh, you're just condemning anyone that's ever had temptation for sin. And I guess they didn't get to the part where I did a whole rant on how I had a huge respect for a Christian who is dealing with homosexual temptations, yet chose every day to pursue Christ and lay down his temptations.
That's why when you recommended that topic, I was, this is going to be fun in a not fun way.
I actually I used to know a guy who went to my church who did suffer from a lot of homosexual temptations, like pretty much all of his teenage years and any like 10 years after that. But he's good now. He actually has a wife. He admits that like 40%, no, 60% of his attraction is still towards males, but he's still able to like trump over that. I haven't talked to him in a while though. I'm pretty sure he moved.
No, it's fantastic for him. That's more power to him. Definitely, because in this world, he's being told, "Oh, just do it. Just do it. Just do whatever you want. Make yourself happy. You know, if it makes you feel good, do it. Yeah, let's do it. A whole bunch of farting stuff. No,
I hate that so much.
it's like no. There's a point to say no. You know what I want to do? I want to play. Sit down. I do video games. I'd like to sit down, play video games for the next week straight. I could do that. I used to be a huge gamer, but now I'm running a company. I'm doing this channel, so I can't do what God wants me to do, this channel, and be able to provide for my family, which is an obligation I made as a husband. I said that I would provide for my wife. If I were to give in and just decide, you know, I'm just going to play video games for the rest of the week. I'm just going to sit down and do nothing but that. So, but in this culture, they'd say, go do whatever makes you feel good. You know, if that's what makes you feel good, you just go do it. It's like, no, because when I was a child, what made me feel good was eating candy. And all I wanted to do was eat candy. That wouldn't be good for me in the long run, obviously.
It really is not. I'm a living into that.
Get yourself very sick.
Well, also, there's many, even with pornography, who are told, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but that's because people treat sex nowadays like it's a throwaway item, kind of like eating. But no, if you look at the research, it shows that this physically changes the brain in almost permanent ways, and there's tons of young people, and especially in my generation, that have been affected by this, that deal with it every day, and even people get hooked on it and stop watching it. People who are recovering from it, they still have those after effects from it. So
go
ahead.
It's just like a drug addiction. It'll have lasting effects, just like any drug addiction would. It's plain and simple. It's pornography addiction. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not what was originally intended by that. It was that sort of aspect of stuff was intended for husbands and wives to have all alone. That's it. Nothing outside of that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It is the. I don't think it's that. I was going to say, yeah, it's an addiction. There's no getting around that, and it's highly addictive. Just looking at all the studies, and it induces. It just makes it worse. Like if you look at the small things, then it slowly gets worse over time. Like David Wood. You don't ruin your life with one big step. It's with a series of small steps.
I think that really is the temptation, really the desire of the enemy and his strategies. There's an old phrase: how do you boil a frog alive? You don't take boiling water and drop the frog in. It'll immediately jump out. You put the frog in cold water, which is comfortable for him, and then put him on there and slowly turn up the heat. Little by little, he will sit there, still thinking he's comfortable, and get boiled alive. very graphic way of thinking about it, but yet that has always hit my mind whenever we're talking about the slow progression of sin. How the enemy just slips just a little bit further, just a little bit further, just a little bit further. And we can even see that with the LGBT movement. It was originally get the government out of the bedroom. Whatever happens in the bedroom, I don't want the government to know. Keep the government out of our bedrooms. That was their original statement. And then after that got accepted, they moved it a little bit more to where it needs to be publicly accepted. And then they moved it a little bit more and more and more and more. And now we're down to this
crazy land
transgender Yahooism where men are women and women are men, even though biologically we are different. And anyone that took biology 101 can look at that and say, no, that's not how that works. Plain and simple. So
it's raining really hard. Can you hear it at all? Is it interrupting anything?
Don't hear much, so you're fine.
I don't hear anything. I don't hear any of it.
This website has good filters on it, I've noticed. So Roxby says she can't hear the rain.
To answer your question, Roxby, I'm sad to say no, I don't know any good books on God's for sex or marriage. I'm sorry to say I don't.
Purpose-filled life is one.
But he might.
I'm trying to go through all the marriage books that we went through. We went through quite a few of them before we got married, just in preparation for marriage. A purpose-filled life is a good one. I know C.S. Lewis did a great book on it. I can't remember what it was. And if you know me at all, I always recommend C.S. Lewis. I love C.S. Lewis's writings.
I only have like one book by him.
Which one?
Mere Christianity, of course.
That's a solid one. Mere Christianity, Screwtape Letters, The Problem with Pain. Of course, you got all. Go ahead.
One of the biggest sources for one of my favorite inspiring philosophy videos, Does God Send People to Hell? He actually used The Great Divorce as a really big source.
Okay. Yeah, The Great Divorce is another great one. It's a bit more from, I guess it's their view of heaven and purgatory, actually, at the point. Another great one's Dante's Inferno is another great book. It's a bit more graphic, but it's very interesting read as far as what the Catholic mindset was during the time period of what hell might look like. That was always a fun one to go through.
Again, I wish I could write this down.
Don't worry about it. Just ask me again. I'll be able to tell you all the books again. Because those are the ones.
Cool.
Screwtape Letters I've gone through maybe 30 times. Just because I like them so much. I love listening to them. Definitely audio book version. In fact, I started a study on here breaking down the Screwtape Letters. And then the Screwtape Letter video that I was using that was also on YouTube got taken down. So I wasn't able to continue it.
Really?
But they are great. A lot of them are actually on YouTube. A lot of C.S. Lewis's writings. His space trilogy is also very, very interesting to go through. Him and J.R.R. Tolkien were best of buds, actually, which is very interesting.
Which one's J.R.R. Tolkien again?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings, right.
He wrote Lord of the Rings. C.S. Lewis wrote the
Chronicles
Narnia
of
series,
Narnia,
which was my bedtime story growing up. So
Really?
that and The Hobbit. Both of those were my bedtime story growing up. It was really cool to learn that they were actually friends. They were in the same writers group. And J.R.R. Tolkien brought C.S. Lewis to Christ.
Oh, that's sweet.
it's very interesting to learn. And then they were challenging each other and saying, "Oh, well, if you write this, I'll write this." C.S. Lewis and him, J.R. Tolkien, agreed to write. If C.S. Lewis would write a space trilogy, then J.R. Tolkien will write a time traveling trilogy. One of them actually did it. The other one didn't.
Well, that's cool to know.
It's an interesting bit of history to look back. And both of them, if you look at the knowledge that they are Christians writing from a Christian perspective, it really is heavy in their writing. Definitely in the Lord of the Rings. If you know the entire story of the world that he's writing, it is mind-blowing how close it is to the Bible. So,
I mean,
you got, go ahead.
I know barely anything about it, and just the whole concept of these normal guys going on adventure already rings some bells, because Jesus kind of recruited totally normal guys. Well, not to us, but like to that time or whatever.
Well, there wasn't really a Jesus character. You can kind of think of either Frodo or even Gandalf might be Jesus-like, or even Aragorn definitely showed some Jesus characteristics.
Yeah,
he's a returning king.
Like I said, I know little to nothing about Lord of the Rings, except some of them are normal, right?
I don't know how many times I've gotten disagreements with people who say, no, the Lord of the Rings thing, that's not that Christian-y at all. And I'm like, you've never read the Silmarillion then, which is basically all of J.R. Tolkien's notes on it. But yeah, if you're not very familiar with it, that conversation won't go very far. Though I can definitely talk a long time about both of those. I absolutely love them.
Don't, though, because we've been on here for like 47 minutes.
Gen Z, really? 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 Really?
At least I have an excuse, okay? Come on,
you
man.
Haven't read them? Have you at least seen the movies? They're kind of similar to the books, actually. They're kind of similar. There's a lot of differences, but you aren't answering the question. This is obviously trying to avoid it. So you haven't watched the movies either?
Hang on.
I'm going to have to get your house. I'm going to have to get your address just to send you these things.
Don't look at the live chat.
Look at the live chat.
Well, I guess it appeals to some people, I guess. Always.
Wow.
At least Roxby agrees with me. At least I can have that amount of satisfaction on here, on this live stream. If you're talking...
Right. You know what? I'm going to do you a favor and actually, as soon as I'm done reading this thing, I'll probably get into Lord of the Rings.
So yeah, dude, the Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion, both of those are great stories. Now I got huge spoilers. You need to read these things, guys. I feel so overprepared. Last time I was underprepared. Now I'm overprepared.
More of a Marvel guy.
All right. Where did you go?
It just disappeared for some reason.
Oh.
I'm messing with you. I do like Marvel.
Hey, you're on the bottom now. Ha!
Oh, dang.
You've been put to the bottom, man.
Cringy mode.
What you gonna do about it?
Dang. No, I don't like the books. I like The Outsiders.
Oh my gosh! I read that book in like They made us read that book in 8th grade, even though it had like cigarettes in it and sex. Oh wait, did it have? Okay, it didn't have sex, but it had kids dying in it, and it was great. Although now it's not that big because they're making us read stuff like The Catcher in the Rye. So,
Well, at least they haven't upgraded to 50 Shades yet. Let's be honest.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna read that book if I'm assigned it.
No, don't.
Okay.
Don't. Although they might be recommending some music videos pretty soon by the sound of how they talk about it.
It's empowerment.
Oh.
Get your facts straight. It's empowerment.
Empowerment. Yeah, making literally calling them hoes is empowering. I can't keep track of what is insulting and not according to the world nowadays, because it was once upon a time very insulting. And then it was once upon a time very insulting to call women XYZ too. And it's like they're using those words in this thing, and it's called empowerment. It's like, what?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's only insulting if you disagree with them.
Well, my wife happens to agree with them. And it's very obvious by the show that they're kind of putting out by the music video.
We should probably do a whole live stream on those stupid music videos. It'd be entertaining and horrifying.
No, I don't want to be scarred.
No?
I'm not even that big into music either. I really am not.
Well, I mean, I'm not big into today's music either, so.
I grew up on country, so country and gospel. That was it.
I grew up on The Clash.
Hey! A couple of people were making fun of me last night because that's the music I listen to, country music and Christian music.
I still do.
Yeah.
I did some soft rock. I listen to everything except rap. In fact, I don't like rap very much. Don't tell
rap isn't even music.
We won't tell vocab that. I like vocab. I support him.
I totally agree. We're getting way off topic. But I agree with you that today's rap isn't that great. But before Eminem, rap was actually really good. Like, Tribe Called Quest, great poets, great beats, great. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, can we move on to something else?
Sorry, I was never a fan of rap. Still, I'm not a fan of rap. My son is a fan of rap. I'm just vocab.
It's just not my cup of tea.
And I'll listen to vocab. That's about it.
Yeah, the only rap I
like. Oh no, he's here.
Freestyles. Oh God.
What do you have against vocab? I don't know him.
No, not vocab. Not vocab. Somebody who shall remain nameless.
Yes, that individual. I don't think Gen Z likes you very much after the last live stream you were in. I just have feeling, considering how he was talking. He was talking smack about you, man. I like you and all. You know, he is on.
I tried to stop
right?
That's not what I said. I didn't talk smack.
He is on Discord and can come on this live stream.
I know he's on this. I didn't talk smack.
Well, some may call it smack. Some may call it flushing someone down the toilet. It's all perspective. And as a pastor once told me, it's all about perspective before he threw me out of the church.
Oh. Well, no, I didn't give him smack. I said that he likes to give me smack all the time. Like when I said when me and him are in the same live chat, he does not care. He will let me do my own thing. But when I'm the person who's live, it's his job to get it off topic and do whatever he wants, like he did when I was streaming with Mr. Phil Fox. I was supposed to give a presentation. He turned it into a Q&A.
Wow.
I was so smart.
I'd love to see a live stream where these two
I
talk.
keep telling everyone to. I
Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Gen Z, Hayden. No,
what I
no,
say?
I'm not gonna call you by your name anymore.
What I say?
Wow. Okay. So looking at your channel now,
I did
by
it.
the way, you're above 100.
I did
Very
it.
good. Now, everyone who is subscribed now on here, because of how he's treating Nate. No, I'm kidding.
That's not what it. No, that's not what I did. That's not what I said.
All right, everybody.
I
just
said that's what
right
I
now.
said. That's what Nate does to me.
I'm unsubscribing from him. Hang on.
Here, I'll join. I join. I'm not that mean.
Okay.
No, do it. Come on.
No,
That's not-
I've been to that 100 gap,
Nate.
and it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and that's just annoying as all get out.
Yeah, I know. Nate's just messing with me because that's what we do.
All right. Well, I'm not messing with you when I say I unsub from you. So, ha.
I was gonna say that's me. That's just what me and Nate do. I mean, Nate tries to make me look like the bad guy. Oh yeah, you actually did. What the fudge?
It's nice that even 100. What are you talking about?
Well,
Hey,
like
I had
here,
332 subscribers.
this makes my point. This makes my point, actually. Like I said, Nate and I will be best friends on the live chat, but when I'm on the live stream, he does everything he can to change the topic and make me look like the bad guy. So even though I love Nate, kind of proving my point.
To be honest with you, I think we all do love Nate. He's just an all-around
course.
great mod.
I don't know him.
I don't know. I don't know a single person who doesn't love Nate. He's actually awesome. His puns
Are painful.
less so, but
Oh my gosh.
Makes me wonder if he's a
We've been doing this for an hour, boys.
his puns are less cool. But Nate himself, he's awesome.
Hey, when I used to stream video games, I'd do 3 or 4 hours a day, every day. That burned me out pretty badly because I'm a very much an introvert, and I was live streaming for 3 to 4 hours every night.
Oh,
And
poor
it's
Rock.
like,
Poor
run,
Nate.
run, run.
Everybody's just hating on Nate. Roxby, I don't like Nate.
Oh, Roxby, you should be nicer to Nate.
Well, yeah. I mean, Nate's. Yeah, I don't know anybody who actually dislikes Nate. I mean, he's the universal mod. So
He is on every channel. I swear he
Yeah,
was born with that wrench in his hand. Just, I am the mod on YouTube universally.
Wow.
I can delete you from any channel.
You know what?
Hey,
I've only been on the Discord for 2 weeks now, and I feel like I know nothing. Almost 3 weeks, actually.
yeah, that is kind of how apologetics are.
It's flowing fast.
Yeah, they go fast.
I mean, not just with apologetics, but I don't know anybody on the Discord at all.
Chat with him.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Jinja, and me. A lot of people really don't know your brother in Christ because he's not
knows
really
my channel. It's depressing.
He's not really
Like,
on it anymore. The Discord anymore.
I'm running a company.
But so the getting everybody into their spots is kind of fallen onto my lap. But by the way, you have a lot of people you need to get into their war rooms.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you really.
I spent quite a while today just going through because today's first day in like weeks that I've had no work, and I've been able to put it off. So I've been able to get to the Discord and shove people around. Although there's still a lot to go through. No.
How many people do you actually have? Like,
Do
you have a number?
How many people in Legionary?
Yeah, that you have to sort out.
I
I don't know the number
Wait.
right off the top.
don't
I was
know.
just sorting. I wasn't counting and doing interviews.
And
I was doing a ton of interviews at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
I felt
interview me before you put me into a war room.
yes, an interview.
You need to do the interview before you can get put into the war room. Luckily, I didn't need to do the interview because me and your brother in Christ, because we already knew each other before the whole Discord thing was set up.
How long have you actually known each other for?
March.
Time is a spectrum. It's always flowing and changing. In other words, I have no clue.
That totally reminds me.
Somewhere around March, April, May.
Probably
Somebody-
about that.
Somebody, when I was talking to them about the Callum cosmological argument, I was like, in the beginning, they were like, okay, stop. I don't believe in time.
Wait,
They're like that in the world who don't believe in time.
That's the same thing as the concept of my truth. Well, my truth doesn't have enough time. It didn't have enough room for time. Yeah, that doesn't change anything.
no, we have not. I was about to put that in the live chat. No, we have not.
Yet.
Yeah.
We'll see. I've been doing a lot more traveling recently, so we'll see if I can squeeze something in. Companies have been sending me all over the place recently.
Yeah, well, I doubt it's going to bring you to Minnesota.
You'd be surprised. Hey, I got contracts all the way out in St. Louis. So
after I graduate, I am probably going to just be roaming around.
it's always fun.
Yeah.
I gotta go back down to Florida for a bit. Go back down there. That's always fun.
Yeah, I like Florida.
The Apologetics conference that I've been looking forward to all year got canceled. Well, actually got kind of like moved online.
Well, it's you have stuff like CIA that I think recently just happened. So you have stuff. I don't know if one that I've always wanted to go to because I heard it's the one everybody goes to is EPS and ETS. I don't know if that's. I won't be able to go this year, but next year I don't know. This year I think it's in Providence, Rhode Island.
That's the one I was going to head to, but they canceled it. They moved it online instead. So it'll be online like this, and I'm like,
less fun.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Not that cool. I was looking at meeting people actually, and the whole COVID thing is still scaring everyone.
Next April, I think next April, isn't that the one where people like David Wood and Vocab and everybody else, like the Apologetics Empire, the big one. Isn't that where they're gonna have their own conference that DFTB is the conference to go to?
DFBT. Is that the one that was in Rhode Island? Because my wife was setting that all up, and she's like, "Oh, it's not there," and it was on Islam this year. And I was like, "Oh, great! It's on Apologetics on Islam. Ah, good! I get to go to that. That's fantastic! Great! Let's line it up." And then they put it online. Like, we'll probably still go, but that's in Phoenix. I was just down there.
Oh, Doctor for the Block.
I have a great aunt that lives there. Probably just stay with her.
Go hang out with Vocab. That's bias. Doctrine for the you remember because almost a good third of 2019, Vocab was talking about Doctrine for the Block because that's the one he was at last year.
Yeah, there's Doctrine for Black. Yeah, I don't know. I go down there. Counts if the question is Vocab going to come up here to Ohio again, or is we're going to meet him down there? I don't know. I said next time he's up here, he should come. Call us because he drives right by our house, basically.
Well, I think he's from Columbus, or Flavortown.
No, we're not calling it Flavor Town.
Oh my
Flavor
god.
I will burn it down before we call it Flavor Town.
There
Well,
is
that isn't seasonal.
There are-
Down cities isn't seasonal.
there
So
are a
bad.
billion things you could call it other than Flavor Town.
Flavor Town. Why?
Yeah, they're naming it after Guy Fieri.
I've
Flavor Town.
even heard of him. I've
Guy
seen
Fieri. Yeah,
him, I guess.
diners, drive-ins.
Yeah, the guy with the crazy hair.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I mean, I have heard of him, but I don't care about him at
That has
all.
gone. Just to let you know, that has gone nowhere.
It-
It's gone nowhere.
Right.
Ohio's don't do that. We don't care. At least the Ohio I'm in, which is like in between. So I guess you do have the big city people that might want to do that. Oh, you got family in Ohio, except you haven't been there since 13. Hey, I was here in 13.
Time ago.
I've been here since 1990 when I was born. In a little place called Worcester, Ohio. It's not actually that small of a place anymore. It used to be small. It's big. That in Medina. So, south of Akron. You're familiar with it. I don't know where in Ohio. Ohio is pretty big. Nate has a friend in Ohio. You have a couple of friends in Ohio. Me and my wife are both in Ohio. At least last time I checked. Unless you went back to PA.
Literally,
You in Ohio.
literally the only association I have with anything to do with Ohio is I like the Captain Underpants books. And that takes place in Piqua, Ohio, and that's it.
Well, if you like Superman, then you like Ohio too. Hey, Superman's from Ohio. At least the guy
Not
that wrote it. So let's see here. So Roxby, where in Ohio? The area, where? Because when Vocab's talking about all these places, I'm like, oh yeah, I drove by that one just last week. Yeah. I've been there. So I got customers down in Columbus, customers up in Cleveland, Akron, all over Elyria.
Notice you have no apologists from Minnesota. Minnesota produces almost nothing.
There's always room for the first.
I mean, to be fair, Oklahoma doesn't produce much either.
Corn.
Produces
corn.
more than Minnesota.
I mean,
Ooh, that's some shade.
at least I'm in the Bible Belt.
You're in the Bible Belt?
Yes, Oklahoma is part of the Bible Belt.
Okay. I know you're not in Ohio. What I was asking was, oh, okay. What is PNW?
I was about to say, what is that?
I was going to act all smart, like I knew exactly what it was, but then I realized I really don't got any clue. I know we were just in Pittsburgh 2 weekends ago. I think it was 2 weekends ago. We were talking about meeting up with who was it? Now I don't remember. One of the apologists from there. My goodness. I think I talked to you guys enough. I should know all you guys' name by now.
Pacific Northwest. By the way, she mean PNW. PNW is Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
So like the Oregon, Washington State area.
Oregon, Washington State. My dad's actually from California, of all places. Then he decided that wasn't a good place to raise a family, so he moved over here. Then my mom was from here, so
Shocked, I say.
shocked. Who knew? California wasn't the nicest place, even back then.
Well,
mean, you got people, and you got your apologists in Southern California, like Mike Winger and Bobby Conway, the 1 minute apologist. So you do have a couple.
You gotta have some lights in the darkness.
Yeah. In the valley of the shadow of death.
That's where sometimes the brightest lights have got to go, into the darkest corners.
Man, I'd really hate living in California and being the way I am right now.
So you're out from California?
No.
Okay.
I've said I'm from Oklahoma like a billion.
That's why I was really confused, but
I said I'd hate to be in California.
I got you. Well, right now they can't even sing in churches, so I would definitely hate that. I love worship. I love singing.
Ugh.
Right, Gen Z?
Yeah, we can still sing at our church. I've been told my church requires mass, but I don't know to be sure. But no, we can at least still sing in our church.
I have to say it's a state mandate. It's state mandatory to wear masks.
Yeah, it is here too.
So we are required to wear masks. I cannot confirm nor deny the position of those masks, considering that it doesn't specify where you got to wear them.
I mean, there aren't.
Bracelet.
Smile and wave until we get off the subject of politics.
What?
I'll wait here. Just
You
wait
don't
here
get
until we-
into politics with me again?
Oh.
No, okay. We'll avoid politics. So
It's like, hey, remember those pictures? Let me like, put it back on the screen for a second.
yeah, I could pull up some of those.
Oh God, no.
Come on, anything to make Hayden uncomfortable.
It was. I'd get kind of feel bad pulling that on you.
Well,
little
yeah, I mean, because I didn't get a forewarning on that.
No, just there you go, right there in your face.
Like you even said to me in the middle of the stream, like, you look a little uncomfortable. Is there something wrong?
This guy's dressed up as dog and puppy play. Doesn't
Like,
you didn't expect this stuff?
you looked a little shocked. Are you okay? Do you want to add anything to this topic?
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go check out our live stream. I promise, though, if you come on for an actual subject, the live stream will pick something a little bit softer, I guess.
Once I start my YouTube channel out, please do not make me suffer as poor Hayden did.
Wow,
Okay.
I am a horrible host.
Well, here's the thing.
Unless it's funny.
It wasn't just my first live stream with your brother in Christ. It was my first live stream ever.
Oh, I'm so glad you chose me to do it with.
Well, it was originally supposed to be because I'm from Minnesota. He was like, how about Black Lives Matter?
Well, we talked about that. We talked about
Yeah, we did talk about that. And somebody else added in that you thought, that's a good idea. Somebody asked, why not add in LGBT? I was like,
I know, let's do that.
And I kind of made it like, okay, let's just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's not discuss this any further. Then I got a text from you, so I know what I want to talk about. 1, LGBT. 2, Black Lives Matter. 3, maybe we can talk about our apologetics for a little bit. And then Q&A.
What you put this man through is amazing.
It's amazing. That's a word you could use for it. Scarring and emotionally.
Well, hey, anything to bring down a technophobe.
So in.
Nobody who is watching this live stream will understand what I'm referencing, and I love it.
Oh, go check it. If you want to check out the original video, it is still up. They have not taken it down yet.
Woo!
I have got more takedown notices recently. which I am going to so highlight it because if YouTube says I can't talk about it, I really want to talk about it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be texting him one day. It's like, hey, remember that live stream we did a couple years back? Please take it down.
Please take it down. Go
Because
go for it.
he's like, well,
Affiliation.
why do you need it to take it down? It's like, because I need a job.
I need a job, and I'm going to vengeance from my record.
Man.
What did blur your face out?
Shoot.
Ooh, Roxby with a kind of out of nowhere question, but thank God because it's a different topic. What is your favorite musical, Broadway or movie? Broadway.
This is too dirty for me. I'm out.
Broadway. I already know. Don't judge. I really like Hamilton. But movie-wise, I think my favorite movie series is the MCU.
MCU. I don't know. I think they fell apart with the last little bit. I didn't like Miss Marvel at all. I found
Never watched it. Never watched Miss Marvel.
Saved yourself a bit because all the other ones were great. I loved Iron Man. I loved all of that, but he started pushing agendas. And when you decide to abandon good story writing in order to push an agenda, it don't work very well. What about you? What's your favorite movie over there?
Well, I can't really decide because, as I've explained before, my uncle's kind of a big movie nerd, so I've got like a whole shelf full of movies instead of books. But one of the ones that I have been looking at a lot recently is Terminator 2, which is it is really one of my favorite movies because that's one of the first movies that I ever watched.
Terminator 2 is pretty good.
It's like the Blue Album. It's perfect for entertainment. It's not Pinkerton. It doesn't. It's not an emotional masterpiece. Well, part of it is, but it gets the job done.
I don't know because I'll go for me. I'm not sure. It really counts on what mood I'm in. I really love The Last Samurai. Default most Christians go to. Oh, I love The Passion of the Christ. Passion of Christ is pretty good, but it's extremely sad, and I don't really like watching the extremely sad
I haven't
movies over and over again.
Graphic.
It's very graphic. It's very good to get the understanding, and they're very, very, very detailed about it. And it's right on a lot of cases. There's a lot of Catholic influence in it, though. A lot of dealing with Mary that I don't necessarily agree with. I do like comedies. My wife and I will sit down and watch comedies. She really loves them. Rush Hour, the Rush Hour series, Lethal Weapon. Those are great comedies to sit down and watch. What?
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is one of my favorite comedies.
Nice.
You have you never heard of it?
I have not.
It's basically a comic book movie come to life, very stylized. It's not like the MCU where it's actually like trying to be a movie. You know, do you understand what I'm saying, Hayden? Like,
no. What do you mean about not? What do you mean?
like in normal comics that you see all the pals and the stuff like that.
The old fashioned
Batman.
Scott Pilgrim actually shows that stuff. It shows. It doesn't go as far to show like thought bubbles and crap, but it does pretty well trying to actually be a comic book.
Oh,
Come to life.
yeah. No, I mean the only MCU movie that I can't give an opinion on it because I've never seen it is Captain Marvel. I do have Disney Plus, so I don't know why I've never seen it. It's probably because, in my opinion, Captain Marvel is her role in the MCU as a whole is very minute. She has her movie, and then she's in like 15 minutes of Endgame. So as a whole, she's not really that. She's not like really big in the series.
No, she's just a god in a box, basically. Now, the Shaq movie, I've never seen it.
Didn't they say that like she was gonna be the face of the MCU for a little bit?
They were pushing that, yeah. They were pushing her as the next Captain America, basically. They were going to replace her with Captain Marvel. And there was some bad reviews. Some really bad reviews.
I'd rather have Spider-Man be the face of the MCU, always.
Well, I mean, personally, the MCU ended with Endgame, in my opinion. Any other movie, like the new Thor movie, like I don't know the name of it. In my opinion, for me, the MCU starts with Iron Man, and ends with Endgame.
Nate,
I go back.
No.
Hey, I grew up on that stuff.
I mean,
that was the only thing I was. Only superhero.
Batman. It's just they are not imitating Adam West Batman at all. It's not.
I loved Adam West Batman. That's
great.
Not
trying to be like cheesy or anything. Which again, being Adam West Batman had a good kind of cheesy. I like Adam West Batman. Okay, but you cannot say it's not cheesy.
It's definitely cheesy. It's super cheesy. It was really funny for a kid, though. It was great.
Oh crap! My battery's running low. How much longer do we actually have?
There's no time limit.
There's no time limit. This is just a come go. Whoever wants to pop in can pop in, and whoever wants to leave,
whoever wants to leave can just leave without any forewarning.
Yes. No heads up at all. No. So we're just taking questions. We're talking about any topic other than politics because
don't
bye-bye. See you later.
Don't let Rox be. Maybe you get him try sing. Yeah, because Roxby agrees with me on Hamilton. And she says she's been listening to the soundtrack, and I said, don't tell your brother in Christ because he's going to try singing it.
What's wrong with my singing?
Are you serious?
I know it's horrible. Oh, I already did that once because my wife's always begged me to sing. She's like, oh, sing. I'm like, fine.
Yeah. She is still really angry with me about this. Every opportunity she can, she just blasts me on me making fun of your singing voice.
Oh, she's just giving you a hard time. Oh, and you're back. Look at that.
Yeah, my laptop died.
Oh, that does that on occasion. If you don't have plugged in.
No, we don't need to find out, Nate. You can just go watch that one with yeah, he has a clip of it cut out about it starts with him singing the national anthem of the Apologetics Empire. So we don't need to find out. We already
you don't need me to sing it right now?
Yeah, we already know.
We already know. Everyone knows? Are you saying that everyone has watched it?
No, I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that.
What, are you gonna play it? No, I want to hear the singing.
Wow, okay, fine. If there's a large enough vote for it, we'll see if I can pull it up here in a second. As Gen Z considers running. Oh, well, Gen Z, if it makes you feel any better, I hate the sound of my own voice anyway.
Oh,
so this will be just as torturous for you as it is for me.
Same. So whenever I edit videos, I have it on mute. Because I can't stand the sound of my own singing. So I just go off of my lip movement where I'm at and where I cut it off. And I always have a bit of me not talking for like 2 seconds. So I know that that's when I stop and that's when I put in the clips because that's when I put in the next portion of the video. But since Nate wants to hear it, yeah. Pull it up.
And make sure I got the sound added to it because sometimes
I love watching people make fool of themselves.
Well, prepare yourself. Do you want to build an empire? Not just any old empire. Open up the door, join the server, and let it begin. And we have lost Gen Z. So that is the end of that. We're now. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh,
wow.
That's enough of that pain.
Well,
Nate, you asked for it.
I think you should practice more.
No, I'm not quitting my day job.
Yeah, no. I mean,
wow.
You could use your money from your day job to get lessons, but you need to hold that last no longer.
Okay, no, I'll take your criticism into account. If I ever sing that again, I'll make sure to hold that note longer.
Nate wants you to. Okay, so that's not what Nate wanted. Nate wanted you to sing "My Fair Lady."
My Fair Lady. I'll pass.
Pass. I've never heard of it. I never heard the song.
I know a few parts of it, but that's about it. I don't know all the lyrics. And I'm not going to sing something I don't know by heart. I sing to my son once a night anyway, so I scar him daily.
Poor kid.
Poor kid. Oh. Oh, it's a bedtime song for pity's sakes. It's not that bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you know, he won't be able to sleep after it.
He sleeps fine. He passes out about halfway through it.
My Fair Lady is a. Well, I've just never heard it. I've never been recommended it.
I think we have.
I didn't know My Fair Lady existed until now, so I have no idea what it is, and I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I am beginning to think the Lord does not want me to be on this live stream anymore.
Well, you can step out at any time. We're all good.
Nah, I got nothing else to do.
So let's do I'm going to go back through and do the highlights on the channels, just see their current status.
I'm still unsubbed from Gen Z's video on channel until he gets that video up.
Vocab's premiering in 30 minutes anyway. So we probably should wrap it up.
Yeah, we probably should. What's it going to be on?
I don't know. I just got the alerts of it. And my wife and I nearly missed his last supporter live stream. The only reason I remembered it was because I got a pop-up saying, oh, he's going to be live in 30 minutes. I'm like, wait, didn't we have something with him this weekend? So we jumped on for the last few seconds. Oh, well. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm probably, but who needs you, Miguel? I already reached the milestone. Who needs you?
I can't understand a thing.
71. I'm confused. Is the number only green if it's 100?
Likes, dislikes.
Likes to dislike.
10 likes to 4 dislikes. If it's 100 likes, that's 100% likes, no dislikes. That one's very disliked.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of Muslims dislike that one. Well, it's got 700 and if looking at it, it's got 710 views. So, 18 likes and 31 dislikes.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see here. Oh, he's got a couple more. He got 2 more. That is fantastic. Video's still the same. See me. I am at 405. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we are going.
Trying to catch up on you.
No, my wife's still much better.
Yeah, but well, I have to beat you before I beat her.
Hey, at the beginning of this year, I was bigger than my wife's channel. Now, not so much.
You have to.
That happened.
She flew right by me.
I have to, I have to beat. It's like it's the Olympic athlete. I have to beat the Olympic athlete's very very slow husband in order to beat the Olympic athlete.
Well, she was her video on David Wood that did, but she's at 831 right there.
She's going places.
Of course, I teased her last night. I said, "You're not going to be on the live stream. I'm not going to plug you." Well,
Oops.
anyway,
Then you plugged her like 3 times.
I know I'm a dutiful husband. It's all because of this video right here.
Yeah, it is. Oh
got
my
16
god. Let's get 16,000 views.
in 2 months.
Which
They
I
can see
mean,
any of my channel, any of my videos.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, of course, if your entire video is just David Woods clips with a political statement on it, it's
very
gonna
cool.
draw views.
It's very, very, very.
It works.
She's stealing from David Wood.
Yes, actually,
I don't think you can necessarily steal from him.
no.
Maybe
Because, well, she even said, David even said that you can use any of his video clips.
Oh, and I have used his video clips.
Still haven't gotten 16,000 views though.
Not nearly that
I
close.
probably-
No.
I probably
No.
never will end up using his video clips if I do start my YouTube channel or whatever.
Well, there's some value in it. There's definitely value on doing reviews. I did that review on the
Yeah.
community guidelines strike.
Yeah.
Same day he got the video back. And I was like, oh, I should have prepared that the night before.
Yeah, you kind of made it. It kind of became worthless.
I kind of slipped up on that one.
Man,
I'm just glad that his channel wasn't deleted because all of that material would have been gone forever.
I mean, I've read in the comment sections that like there are some people who are downloading all of David Wood's videos and stuff just in case his channel gets deleted. That way,
I've
stuff
done that.
is lost forever.
Oh, my video's back, I think.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they actually put it back on there. Oh,
What? Which one?
be dang. It was one on coronavirus video conspiracy theories.
Oh, I saw that one.
Oh,
I know they deleted one for a while. And then I had to go through and peel, and I was like, I'm making fun of stupid ideas.
It's only a matter of time before the one I did with you.
stupid ideas like what?
Only a matter of time before our live stream gets banned.
Conspiracy theory. It was the one on the shadow government, which makes me now wonder.
How can there be a shadow government?
Don't talk about it. This video
It's
will
like-
be banned. I don't know. I
Shadow
made fun.
government, shadow government, shadow government, shadow government.
And they have taken him off now. They've already assassinated him. That was not very long. I told you, don't talk about that sort of subjects. They will take you out.
His fault.
Sorry, couldn't resist that one.
Dang it! It would
So
have been way funnier if, because like, as you can see, I texted in the little private chat. Can I come back?
yes, you're already back.
Well, I do have to get to that video, so I probably should. Wow.
Sounds good. So
Plus, vocab is premiering soon, so you're gonna lose all. You're gonna lose all.
There's everyone. Everyone's going to run away.
I-
All right,
can't really blame him too much.
I will
So-
also leave. See ya, Derek. See ya, Hayden.
Bye bye.
And now it's just me. Actually, I'll probably wrap it up as well then if no one else wants to join on the Discord. I was planning on wrapping it up. Let me do a shout out. Okay, fantastic. Don't know when he is. Let's see. Yes.
Let's go to Vert.
Oh, there goes Nate. Okay. Fine. Fine. Ah, you leave me, I'll probably be over there anyway myself. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will have to do another one of these again shortly. Probably in the next couple of weeks. Try to do these constant sort of hangout spotlights. See what's going on with the different ministries. Show you guys what's going on with the other apologists so that everyone is up to date. So, once again, thank you guys. And just like always, we are going to end with an obvious cute baby distraction. You should hold on here. Before we do that, that's a lot of work. If that's what you're talking about. Go live every hour. That's a lot of work. Okay. So let's end with our cute baby destruction. As soon as I kill everything of these banners and stuffs, get all these done. And I will see you guys in our next video. Farewell.
Show us what you were doing with the salt. What do you do with the salt? Oh, you're so sweet.